pong programa na Bombo Hanay Big Time. O yan mga kabombo, sa mga oras po na ito, live, nasa linya na po ng ating komunikasyon ang atin pong bisita ngayong umaga. Ayan mga kabombo, si Attorney Abelardo C. Kilaton Jr. Ito para pag-usapan natin mga kabombo, ito nga pong issue pa rin regarding sa impeachment trial or impeachment complaint against VP Sara na yun nga binasura ng Korte Suprema. And dito maraming mga tao, maraming mga netizen, maraming mga politiko ang sumang-ayon, meron din namang mga hindi sumang-ayon. So hati ang reaksyon ng lahat ng mga tao dito sa Pilipinas regarding this issue. Kaya ngayon, usapan natin yan mga kabombo together with our guest ngayon pong umaga. So live mga kabombo, i-welcome natin si Attorney Abelardo C. Kilaton Jr., isa pong legal practitioner and CEO po ng Kilaton Law Office. So yan, magandang umaga po Attorney Abelardo Kilaton, and welcome po ulit dito po sa amin pong programa.
Good morning, Bombo Care. Good morning to the staff of Bombo Radyo Naga and to all our listeners and viewers. I'm grateful for the opportunity to join this important conversation. Thank you.
Alright. So ito, Attorney, simulan na po natin yung ating pong discussion. Siyempre, ngayon po, Attorney, binasura na po ng Supreme Court yung impeachment complaint against VP Sara. Na ito nga po, Attorney, talagang marami ang mga naggulat sa desisyon na ito ng Supreme Court. Ang ibig po bang sabihin nito, Attorney, hindi na mai-impeach si VP Sara? At wala na po bang mangyayaring impeachment trial, Attorney Kilaton?
Based on my understanding, Bombo Care, yung impeachment trial hindi mapapatuloy, but it does not mean na hindi na siya pwedeng i-impeach. So the answer is no. Again, this does not mean that Vice President Sara Duterte can no longer be impeached. The Supreme Court's ruling only applies to the specific impeachment complaint that was dismissed due to legal or constitutional defect or infirmities. Yun lang. But it does not bar the filing of a future impeachment complaint provided that it complies with constitutional requirements. Yun ang pagkakaiba ng hindi na matuloy yung impeachment trial compared sa hindi na matuloy yung impeachment. So sabi ng Supreme Court, hindi matuloy yung impeachment trial, but that does not mean hindi siya pwede file ng impeachment complaint for future. No? Halimbawa sa next year, since this particular complaint has been already declared unconstitutional, so sabi ng Supreme Court, no impeachment trial will proceed in relation to it only.
Alright, yun. At least nalinawan kami doon, Attorney. So ito pa, Attorney, isa pang katanungan na medyo ito naguguluhan din ako dito personally, Attorney. Kasi akala ko, and siguro akala din ng majority sa mga tao, Senado po ang may kapangyarihan dito po sa impeachment trial. Ang tanong dito, Attorney, bakit po nakapag-decide ng ganito yung Supreme Court na unconstitutional po yung impeachment against nga po kay Vice President Sara, Attorney Kilaton?
Alright. It is true may tinatawag tayong separation of powers kasi dito sa Pilipinas, meron tayong 3 branches of government. Itong executive department, dyan yung presidente, tapos yung mga members ng cabinet niya down to the bureaucracy. Tapos yung pangalawang branch ng government is called the legislative branch, yung gumagawa ng batas. Impeachment trial is also part of that power, among others. At saka meron tayong judiciary na itong Supreme Court natin at saka yung ibang mga korte. Now, bakit pwedeng mag-decide ang Supreme Court sa constitutionality ng impeachment? It's because it's under our Constitution. Before, during the 1973 Constitution, walang power yung judiciary na makialam sa mga desisyon ng ibang branches of government. Wala yan. But right now, under the 1987 Constitution, most particularly under Article 8 of our Constitution, our recent Constitution, kasama naman natin yun yung power ng judiciary to settle actual controversies, ripen for resolution, pero may extended power na dyan expanded power ng Supreme Court. Ano yun? To determine whether any branch or political instrument of the government acted with grave abuse or discretion amounting to lack of jurisdiction. In other words, kahit may separation of powers tayo, pag may grave abuse of discretion, kayang makialam si Supreme Court and can declare yung particular act as constitutional or unconstitutional. That is the expanded jurisdiction of the Supreme Court judiciary.
Alright, yon very well said, attorney. Eto pa, attorney, di ko alam kung valid tong question na to, attorney, pero itatanong ko pa rin, attorney, hindi po ba pwedeng kontrahin ng Senado ang decision pong ito ng Supreme Court, Attorney Abby?
The answer is no, because while the Supreme Court can interpret and declare constitutional or unconstitutional, sabi ko kanina, hindi pwedeng vice versa. Kasi dito nasa papasok din yung doctrine of separation of powers. The Senate cannot overturn or reverse a Supreme Court decision. They can file, though, a motion for reconsideration if they are disappointed or don't want to agree with the first decision, pero they cannot overturn or reverse. Then, itong kasing Supreme Court, they have final authority on constitutional interpretation. So while the Senate may express disagreement, sabi ko, such a vote would be purely symbolic lang if they are going to rule sa internal session nila, but this will not change the legal effect of the Supreme Court's ruling.
Opo. Eto pa, attorney, paano kung halimbawa, attorney, may mag-file ulit ng impeachment against kay VP Sara? Matutuloy na po ba yung trial, Attorney Kilaton?
Yes, it is possible. Another impeachment complaint can be filed, but it must comply with itong mga constitutional requirements and must not violate the 1-year bar rule na diniscuss ng Supreme Court, which prohibits the filing of more than one impeachment complaint against the same official within a single year. So if properly filed and meron naman sufficient grounds in form at saka in substance, then yes, it may proceed through the impeachment process.
Opo. Yung attorney, doon tayo, attorney, sa plan po ng Senate na pagbobotohan po yung decision ng Supreme Court regarding nga po dito sa impeachment complaint. Sa tingin nyo, attorney, may positibo po kayang epekto or maganda po kaya ang magiging kalalabasan or epekto nun or hindi po, attorney?
Well, Bumbukir, from a legal standpoint, such a vote by the Senate, if patuloy niyan, has no effect on the validity of the Supreme Court's decision. However, of course, it may carry itong mga tinatawag natin political implications, particularly as a public expression of the Senate's sentiment. But while it may showcase itong institutional independence, it also runs may risk dito of provoking tension between the legislative and judicial branches, which may erode, it may affect public confidence in our constitutional system.
Opo. Eto, attorney, maidagdag ko lang na katanungan po, attorney. Yung yung mga anti-Duterte or yung mga gustong ma-impeach si Vice President Sara, attorney, dahil nga dito sa desisyon ng Supreme Court unconstitutional, wala na ba sila, attorney, pag-asa or bigo na po ba sila na ito nga maisulong itong impeachment against VP Sara, Attorney Kilaton?
Well, it's not the end of it, no? Meron namang, like I said, pwede naman yung impeachment, pero as long as they will just follow the 1-year bar rule. Kasi it's definitely. So it does not mean na hindi na siya pwedeng, there is no legal remedies. If they really feel that there is really ground for impeachment, then they will just have to follow the process. Sundin nila yung sinasabi ng Supreme Court.
Opo. Ito pa, attorney, sabi po ni Speaker Romualdez, maaari daw pong ma-impeach yung punong maestrado ng Supreme Court dahil nga po sa desisyon nilang ito. Ano po ang masasabi niyo doon, attorney?
Whenever there are grounds for impeachment, walang problema yan. But as long, ito lang yung masasabi ko to give a safe answer. As long as there's no political agenda. Kasi magkaiba yan. So we just have to follow kung ano yung mga grounds na sinasabi ng binigay ng Constitution.
Opo, opo. And ito pa isa, attorney, may i-issue din po ito eh. Sinabi po ni Secretary Gadon na parang ano daw po ituta ng mga Duterte ang Supreme Court. Ano naman po ang inyong ano diyan, attorney, standpoint, attorney Kilato?
Yung masasabi ko lang regarding those comments. So I understand that there's an element of politics naman dyan eh. But the Supreme Court, it is important to note that the Supreme Court is an independent constitutional body. And its decisions should be, evaluated based on legal reasoning, not on political labels. So remarks like that are political in nature and part of, free speech. They can do it. But they can be damaging to the credibility of the judiciary. So if there are disagreements, may mga hindi nila sang-ayon sa decision, they should be raised through appropriate and legal channels, hindi sa social media, sa public, mainstream media, not through inflammatory statements that undermine the institutions. Kasi it will still boomerang to us as the Republic of the Philippines.
Alright, very well said po, attorney. Sige, attorney, bago po tayo matapos sa atin pong interview ngayon, bigay ko po ulit sa inyo ang linya, attorney, kung meron po tayong gustong iwan na message sa atin pong mga taga-subaybay ngayon regarding dito sa napag-usapan po natin, attorney, bigay ko po sa inyo ulit ang linya. Go ahead po.
Sige po, in times of political tension, it is very important to remember that we have to remain grounded in the rule of law and constitutional order, not the rule of men. Kasi each branch of government has its own mandate. We have already discussed separation of powers and of course the power of the Supreme Court to rule on grave abuse and discretion. So we must respect those boundaries to preserve democratic balance. Let us rise above itong mga political partisanship and recognize that justice is best served not through accusations or itong mga drama natin sa politics, but through reasoning, process, at saka most of all, integrity. And then finally, our shared goal, regardless of our political affiliation or party, should be strengthened, not weakened, the institutions that serve the Filipino people. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Alright. Yon, maraming salamat po ulit, attorney, sa pagpaunlak sa amin pong interview. Ingat po kayo palagi. God bless po, attorney.
Thank you po. Thank you.